Ciao, I'm Enzo.
I'm Celia.
This is our channel where we show you how life is in Lucca.
And in the Tuscan hills.
I love cooking traditional food.
And we love exploring our beautiful part of the world.
So please subscribe and welcome
to Piazza Talk Lucca. Well, after our rather disastrous, aborted trip the other day, we decided to come back and so looked it up and discovered where the real path is. So we're in Seravezza again, which you pass through, and this little rather pretty town hides, guess what? What does this crest mean? Or Stazzema? It's that of the Medici family. This was built between 1561 and 1565 by Cosimo de Medici because of his affari, his interests, economic interests in the area between the mines and the marble. And it's a fortified villa and it's right on the edge of Seravezza, sort of right by the river. Not in its own grounds or everything, and it's closed today. It's now, I think, houses a library, events, and I think you can even get married here. And it has the most beautiful courtyard with a well. So it's well worth the stop. Also, they have contemporary art exhibitions, and it's called Palazzo Medici di Seravezza, if you want to look it up on the internet.
Because we failed to find the mines, we were actually given the wrong indication by somebody here. So we decided that we don't want to miss this opportunity, so we came back. And we know where they are, we hope so. And
famous last word.
So we are going to explore Miniere di Calcaferro.
So the motto of this is locals get lost as well.
We asked a lady in the bar and in two villages down there and said, do you know where they are? And we assumed she would say, oh yes, I live in the village above, but I've never been there.
It's always the way though, isn't it? It's always the way.
Anyway, let's go. We are more equipped now. So now, at the end of the road, we have this little tunnel, and beyond the tunnel, we have the mines. It's beautiful. So we're here after the tunnel, and I found two signposts. That one and the other one that say more or less the same thing. So I think that this is a kind of circular walk, because we understood it's 3 kilometers, 2 miles. So probably doing a kind of circle and come back from the other place. If you decide to go this way, you come back that way, or the other way around.
So I started off going that way, and then we changed our mind and we're going that way.
Yes, because I think this one looks a bit clear there. So if we find that it's overgrown, at least we can see something. Because there looks a bit...
You're very negative.
There's a lot of water around here. There are little springs and streams.
We're now going to enter the part of the mines, and I think the mines were closed around the 80s, is that right?
Yeah,
so actually
1980,
quite
yeah.
recently. And there's a big notice saying that you can't enter because there are dangerous things. But there is apparently equipment, because I've just spoken to a lady who's come down. So these mines are for iron and pyrite.
Well, it is a mineral where you actually extract iron from this mineral.
From the rock.
Yes.
And so around here there were lots of, what do you call them, ironworks, fabbri, and also gunpowder factories. And the fact that there is a steep valley with the river between, it allowed great access to this area. So not only was it geologically correct, but it was also very well positioned for transporting.
And you said also there is some mechanical force. I used the stream to activate in the old time some machinery.
Yes, I mean you can hear it.
Yeah.
Or, there was also a cable cart that connected with the railway. So I mean it was an amazing infrastructure in such a remote place, really. Right up in the, would you call them mountains, or are we still in hills?
Well, I would say the mountain, because the nearby mountains, they get up to 2,000 meters or almost.
But how high are we here? Don't know.
Well, I'll check on Google Earth.
But it's quite cool. It's a hot day, and it's quite cool up here. So if you like walking, and you're here in August, and we're here in August, it's a good place to come and walk in the cool. But it's not a very long walk.
No, if you do the full walk, it's about 3 kilometers, a couple of miles. We see how we do, because there's so much to see around here. So if it is too overgrown, we come back this way. Otherwise, we do the full...
We just do the bit of the mines.
If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, leave a like and press the notification bell. Thank you so much.
Here, in fact, it tells you that the minerals before 1940, the indication is dropped into the water, was transported downstream with a cableway, that passing over the location of Diaccia and Olietta, arrived at Colle delle Villette, where a special structure designed to climb over the hill was installed. Pretty incredible engineering. From the cableway, went down the road to Stazzema, in locality Rondone, downloading the material, transported in special containers. Here the material was loaded onto the stream stain, connecting Alta Versilia to the docks in Porto di Mami.
Clever.
Pretty clever stuff. Good photos.
Now we've done a bit of a diversion. The back of the building that I just a minute ago. I think it is a hamlet here.
You live up here in Santa Bacia, no?
Yes. Well, it's pretty magical here. Yes, it is a private place. So anyway, we go back to the main path. And then we got this suspended bridge. It's very impressive.
So this is the remains of the old water mill. So all the machines were run by hydraulic power, and the water was diverted into various tanks and then used to run the machine, and the speed of the water was regulated by gears. See the wheels. What it says here is that gunpowder factories were built in this area because there was such a large supply of water and high humidity, which reduced the possibility of explosions. And I guess the gunpowder was used in the cave for extracting the marble. Buildings were located very pacifically, so there wasn't atmospherical electrical discharges with lightning rods and Faraday cages. What's a Faraday cage?
I don't know school, so you shield something.
Okay. A Faraday cage, which Enzo remembers from school and I sure don't, screens to protect from explosions.
Yeah, from an electric field, I think.
Oh, there you go. This is sort of the end. There are more buildings up there, but it doesn't seem to be a path. But here you can see how we all hold our terraces in this area. This is with pegs, and here they're fairly flat pieces of wood, but often we use logs at home. And they use it on roads and big landslides, using huge logs.
Yes.
Anyway, it's a bit beside the point, but there you are. Just how beautiful is this moss wall. Extraordinarily beautiful. There are also lots of other paths that one could explore around here. At the end of the video, we'll put a map so you know where it is if you want to find it. First of all, we're good trainers, at least. It's a very easy path, and it's very well kept, and it's very well indicated, but you do need trainers rather than sandals or trekking sandals, but a decent pair of shoes. And secondly, there are lots of other paths that you could explore. Sadly, we don't have time. You could have a lovely day up here, and it's cool and it's damp, so perfect for a hot summer's day.
Yeah.
If you ask me, this takes you back to the village.
Yeah. I think so. I don't think it's worth to go up here.
Well, it gets pretty overgrown and sort of finishes there.
I love those dry stone walls. You can see they're very old and beautiful. There's another one, this is more recent, this one here.
Well, we do have them at home.
Yeah, but it's a different stone, this one here.
Look at those stairs.
Ah,
Now, just to say that nothing is actually new, because these very architectural stairs, I don't know, but they're quite popular with architects in Italy, is to put these stairs that seemingly have no support and come out of walls. Well, here we've got one. And no architect was involved there. C'è pesce? C'è pesce? Ah. Well, the people who live in the house up there have sorted out their problem of carrying the shopping up with a little cable car, taking inspiration from the mines, I guess.
can you use it as zip line? A bit dangerous, I think, yes.
I don't think it would hold my... Well, I don't know, maybe it is strong. I wouldn't try it though.
Do they still use it? Do you think so?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at it. Absolutely. There's a car there. We live up there.
How would you live there?
In peace.
In peace, yes. So we're back to our tunnel.
We should actually point out that this is just a walk. It's not a museum. There's no entrance fee. It's just a lovely area to explore.
Yeah.
And it's worth stopping at Seravezza if there's an exhibition on at the Medici Palace.
There's always something going on, especially in the summer. I'm sure there are events in the winter as well.
I'm sure.
Yes. Okay, let's go back to the car. And back to the ordinary world. It's a bit like Narnia, to the wardrobe. We get back again into the normal world.
It's going to run away.
And now we are back to Mulina, the village where we started our little trip. Here we are in Molina, but we are very close to Sant'Anna di Stazzema, and we cannot not mention this place, because this place has been one of the worst tragedy of the Second World War in Italy, because around 500 civilians were killed by the Nazis. People from Mulina were also killed.
I think we also say that the priest, who at the age of 28 was
Yes,
shot by the Nazis, and he was trying to keep peace between everybody. So we're sitting on a red bench outside the church of this priest who was killed, and these red benches symbolize a remembrance of violence against women. So it seems appropriate that we should all look for peace with each other sitting on this bench and hope that nothing like this happens again. But I'm afraid it is happening all over the world.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, leave a like and activate the notification bell. You just need a Google account and it's free. It helps our community enormously. Thank you very much.